afternoon edition of Level Headed Knicks Talk. No chance. Everybody in the world is giving the Knicks no chance. But in this video, we're going to actually discuss whether or not that is actually a true statement. Also, Jordan Clarkson and some other Knicks are stepping up majorly in leadership roles. How could their impact in these roles influence a potential playoff run? And we'll also talk about, I'm going to ask a question. And this is something that we kind of coined it. I kind of coined it together with you guys. And I came up with it. It's called The Big Problem. I want to know from you guys, do we actually have a big problem? We're going to talk about these things today on Level Headed Knicks Talk. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan. And I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Hey, now, welcome to the show. As I got the clock going off, hopefully you guys are having a very good weekend. And boy, hold on. Before we begin the festivities, you know exactly what I'm going to say. We got to get the likes up. Smash that like button. It helps us let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. All right? So help us and help you by smashing the like button so we get more people in the chat, more people to have this great Knicks conversation with. All right? And while you're at it, we know that in the last 28 days that well over 60% of you guys who watch are not subscribed. So subscribe and help us close the gap. All right, we're on the road to 10K subs. And each time we reach a certain milestone, we do have special giveaways. And once we reach the 5K plateau, that's when these subscriber milestone giveaways will be activated. And we will give away this Jalen Brunson rookie card. So subscribe away. No phone numbers, no emails. All you have to do is subscribe. Big time salute to my man, Crim's dad, and Easy in the building early. Okay, yes, we are here and we are cooking with hot grease. There's a lot to talk about in a little bit of time because, you know, I definitely got to watch that Duke game. All right, go Duke Blue all day, every day. I'm not sure what team is your team. I know a lot of us was also rocking with St. John. Big time salute to St. John's. I went to St. John's, so that was my school. So I was kind of torn. I'm a Duke fan, but I ride with St. John's. So I'm like, damn, where am I going? You know, kind of felt bad for the Johnnies too. But that was a great time. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Yeah, we got a very, very important game tonight against SGA and the boys, and they're giving us no chance. They said that we don't have any chance to win tonight's game. What do you guys think about that? Are you guys in agreement with that? How do you guys feel about those odds? Before I get there, I do want to talk about the other two topics and then work our way backwards, take some calls. I want to know, are you giving us a chance? Couple of things I want to share. Game night is out, you know, pre-orders. I mean, the special deal is going away. So you want to place your orders now. I'll talk more about that in a second. Also, we made some adjustments to the schedule for this week, the Blue and Orange brunch from Tuesday to Friday. And I just realized something, that school is off. The kids are going to be out of school from Thursday, Friday, and the whole next week. So I may have to tweak Thursday, Friday's dates, depending on what I plan on doing now that the kids are going to be off from school. But Tuesday and Wednesday, for sure, 100%, the show will be at 1 o'clock. Okay, so the Blue and Orange brunch, the official time, 1 o'clock, and then that time may change, but I will let you know. I'm just want to experiment with times. Okay, and then also the podcast, I also want to get that done early too. I'm looking to get that done and going at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Okay. So just to let you guys know about some changes. And tonight, there will be a Where There's Smoke, There's Fire show after the game. You could already see it in the video section, the live section of the channel. And going forward, you will be able to see more future shows. That's one thing I want to add, and then eventually a schedule. But I want you guys to at least see the next upcoming show for whatever particular show it is, whether it be the Blue and Orange Brunch. There should be a future show scheduled, and that's what my plan is going forward. So definitely check out the live section. So I guess where I start off today, we're gonna be talking about the game, but I wanna talk about the veterans. Let's start with the veteran leadership because right now, let's see something. Oh yeah, we still good. Big time salute to everybody in the building. I see my man Von Allen got in the action. Big time salute to you. Oh, and we just came off the members only live. That's why we were running a little bit late today too. We was having a good time in the members only show. There's no better time than now to join the channel membership. We do a show called Members Only Sundays, and we were talking about. I gave them 3 for 1 today because I missed out last week. We talked about Mitchell Robinson. Will he be up out of here this summer? We talked about why the 3-point defense was trash. And we also talked about OG Anunoby's impact. We took a closer look at OG Anunoby's impact on this team. So yeah, there's no better time than to join the channel now so you could go watch that content. It was pretty good. So yeah, we were having too much fun. And I looked at the time. I was supposed to get off like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, and we were still on there just chopping away. Because Mitchell Robinson is a kind of like touchy subject for a lot of you guys. But look, today I'm bigging Mitchell Robinson up. Mitchell Robinson, Jordan Clarkson stepping into key leadership roles. The one thing I say about Mitchell Robinson is not his offensive rebounding. Oh, my fault. You can't see it. It's not his offensive rebounding. It's not his blocks that makes him special. For me, it's his experience. He's one of the more experienced big men going into the playoffs. And experience is the Knicks' biggest advantage to me this year that we have. And we'll talk more about the experience a little bit later as we get to the playoffs. But the Knicks are finding important leadership voices beyond their main stars. Family see one side of Mitchell Robinson, a silly, goofy guy who doesn't take himself seriously. That's Cap. That's not the only side we see. We see a very serious side of Mitchell Robinson, who is emotional and expresses himself at times on social media and says things to make Knicks universe go crazy. They don't want me to show my game. So all different types of comments that Mitchell Robinson would say to make Knicks fans go, is there a problem there? So no. We've seen Mitchell Robinson say a bunch of serious stuff on social media. But Robinson has been one of the most vocal players, calling out a few worrying Knicks trends and emphasizing the need to fix them ahead of the postseason. This is what Mitchell Robinson had to say. The guys are starting to trust me a lot more. They're putting trust in me, so I'm telling them what I see and things that I think we could do to get better. Being more vocal, it's coming naturally. The guys mentioned a few times, I'm the anchor of the defense. They trust me on the defensive end, and that helps a lot. Big time salute to that. I saw the clip of Mitchell Robinson talking with Ariel Hukporti about how to rebound. And, he sounded like a karate master, right? Because he wasn't trying to give him I'm the best offensive rebounder, and you got to look this way, lean to the right, left, your elbow, hips have to. No, he was just saying you got to grab the ball with 2 hands. Just the basics of fundamentals that he was trying to impress upon Ariel, and I thought that was fire. Mitchell Robinson is somebody who, if he's being vocal It's a great thing because one of the things that I heard, I think it was Gil from Gil's Arena say, he said that the center, the reason why they are, I don't want to say the most impactful on defense, but why they're so defensive focused is because they can see the entire floor defensively, right? So they can see the entire floor. Like guards are on the perimeter, that's all you could see. But the back line of the defense, which is where the big guy is, he can see the entire floor. So it's very important for that guy to communicate because he's going to see the need for the switch and the court and all of those things. So I saw that for Mitchell Robinson, and I love it. You know, the more communication, the better. And the beauty about this Knicks team, and let me just go here because I already had the team up here from the members only show. If you look at the ages of all of our players, how about I do it like this? Just look at the ages. Sorry, my phone is blowing up right now. Look at the ages of our most important players. Jalen Brunson, 29. Karl Anthony Towns, 30. OG, 28. Mikal Bridges, 29. Deuce McBride is probably the youngest. That's going to be in the rotation, and he's 25. But Deuce has experience. Josh Hart, 30. Shaman, 28. Clarkson is the OG at 33. Jose, 27. Mitch, 27. Right? Kolek is the young buck. Diawara, these are the young bucks. But we got guys that have been around the block. This is the biggest advantage that any team could have going into the postseason. Not only are those guys those ages, they also have been in the playoff. Big time salute to my man AP on the super chat. He says, what's up with the absolute shout out and mad props to the skyscraper himself. Oh, yo, big time salute. By the way, damn. He sent me the pictures. Hold on, let me see if I could do this really quickly. This is one of the things I do on this channel, y'all. I try to enhance the fan experiences. One thing I'm noticing though is that a lot of you guys are linking up and getting together. Now, I'm not sure if I could do this, but I'm gonna try to do this. They wanted me to show the footage of them at the game. So Mellow Mike and AP connected, and they actually went to a game together. Okay, that took place in Westchester. I think this was the last game of the season. So let me try to get this on the screen because the brother shows some love. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna try my best. Hopefully, I could do it. All right, but yeah, Mellow Mike was saying you should post this. I told him I'm gonna try to find a way to do it. You know, because this show is not necessarily about me going to the games or nothing like that. But AP shows some love, so why not? AP, I'm gonna try to get the picture on the screen. But AP met up with Mellow Mike, and he said he had to show love. Mellow Mike actually one of the best people you ever meet. That's a fact. Mellow Mike is the greatest. That's my man's in them. He said, did anyone know Ariel, number 55, could hit three-pointers? Yes, he could. Big time salute. By the way, I can't get the image on the screen. I'm tight about that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't share it. I would have had to do that already, and then to do it now, it'll be too crazy. So next, we'll see. But yeah, they sent me the picture of them at the game. It was a nice picture. They had a good time. So salute to them. Glad y'all can make that connection. All right. But yeah, I seen Ariel do it. Yo, one thing I'm gonna say about the G League really quick. I'm gonna get back to this. The G League guys, the NBA guys that go to the G League, they look like superstars when they get down there. Like Tyler Kolek is a god in the G League. Like he's just, you can't stop him. But Ariel Haporti, I saw him. That brother looked like Dwight Howard out there, boy. He looked like Dwight Howard, and yes, he was shooting threes. Remember, he shot 1 3 this year in the actual game. But yeah, he was shooting threes in Westchester, and hey, you never know. I mean, this ain't the Mitchell Robinson show. I'll save that. But let me just get back to this. All right. So yeah, this is Mitchell Robinson's communication, right? And then after the loss, Robinson commented on an Instagram video of himself saying, Don't even matter unless we change our approach. We ain't doing ish special. Keep that BS up, myself included. So I'm like that. He's holding himself accountable. Salute to Mitch on that. As far as Clarkson, dude, are they going to talk about Clarkson? We know what Clarkson has been doing. Clarkson has been implemented into the rotation. And this is what Mike Brown had to say about Clarkson. You can have leadership in a lot of different ways. And also another thing too, besides the young guys on this team, you don't need to coach up the other guys. Mikal Bridges and OG, they know how to play. So you don't, like, y'all all in the same age range. So it's a team full of veterans. So the communication could just be more help and more just alerting each other as to what's going on the floor. So that, yeah, it don't have to be like you big brothering nobody, right? And I think if there is somebody who could big brother somebody, I think it would be Jordan Clarkson, right? As of late, the reality of it is a guy like Jordan Clarkson starting to separate himself and showing that he's one of the leaders of the team. Just because you score a ton or shoot a ton, or you're one of the best defenders, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a leader. That's facts. Because one of the things is leaders aren't afraid to tell the truth. That's another fact. They do what they say. Being a leader means you gotta be on point all of the time. You can't be worried about whether your teammate likes you at the time because you're trying to say something that's truthful. See, there's a lot of people that got the yes man vibes. No, it's all good. It's always good. Nah, it's the way you communicate. Like, to all the people, the channel members, I got the videos of me hooping. I'm bringing that back too, especially as the weather gets nice. But, one thing about me, I'm a communicator on that floor. I like, yo, watch that. Oh, he can't shoot. I'm always building my guys up. If you miss a shot, it's all right. Shoot the next one. You're always trying to have that positive, impactful talk. But then there's times where we got to say, hey, we got to switch it up. You getting cooked right now. Maybe you wouldn't say you getting cooked right now, but you might say, yo, he's eating right now. Let's switch it up to try to take away those shots. Okay? So yeah. Let me keep it pushing. All right. So you can't be worried about your teammates because you're saying something truthful and you're holding people accountable or not. So when you look at a guy like Jordan, who's been through a lot, who still stayed ready, even when he was out. See, that's what Mike Brown respects. Mike Brown respects the fact that Jordan Clarkson didn't whimper and, oh man, he ain't playing me. And at one point, I was thinking maybe he might be upset with the coaches, but I don't know. The brother just has so much grace and character because when Jose was giving the interview, he came and he said, encouraging words. This is when he was getting no minutes. Disgruntled people don't normally do that. So, maybe he just was like, yo, I know I'm nice. I'm going to get my shot. He stayed ready even when he was out. For him, and listening to him speak in front of the group now, that's starting to show leadership. Other guys have spoken up. Other guys are trying to do it. And Mitch is one of them. So big time salute to them. Those two guys stepping up. Y'all want to talk about them? I think this is important. I think this is the key ingredient that most of these teams don't have. They don't have veteran guys who can do this. This is going to be a major key going forward. As far as the big problem, there was an article, and now you know how my man Trey from Queens, they listening. Let me see, Utah offer JC. Okay, I see you. Big time salute to y'all in the chat, by the way. Continue smashing that like button. You know what? Really quickly, let me do this. But 2 seconds. Pow. But you know how we talked about the big problem, right? And now I think it was a Daily News article. They're talking about the Knicks' big problem. They didn't say big problem, but now other people are taking notice to the problem that we shared that the Knicks are having. And if you don't know what the big problem is, what the big problem is you don't have size off your bench in areas where you need it, and now you resort to playing multiple small guys at the same time. Sorry, y'all. I want to share this. I forgot to share this here. Just to let these guys know we here. Wow. So let me get the article. So, boom. And this is what they said. Look at the usage of the words, right? And it's cool, you know, we all get it from each other, I guess. The Knicks have a problem their record can't hide. When were we talking about the big problem? We've been talking about that for a minute. Brandon Miller is one of the smallest players on the Hornets. He's 6'5". I didn't know Brandon Miller was 6'5". I thought Brandon Miller was 6'7". I didn't know that. Damn. All right. And this is the direction in the modern NBA. Of course, the Eastern Conference size has become the baseline. That's a fact. Not a team by luxury, not a team by team luxury. Derrick Wright, 6'4". Smallest in Boston's lineup. By the way, Jaylen Brown is 6'7", and he's the 2 guard. All right. Paying Pritchard's off the bench. Cade Cunningham, 6'5". All right. He's the smallest player in their lineup. Atlanta Hawks, Dyson Daniels, 6'7". Right. He's the smallest player in their lineup, but I like their Dyson Daniels. You know why? Because that's Jalen Brunson's assignment. That's easy work. Dyson Daniels ain't doing nothing. I take that any day of the week. I would love to match up with the Hawks. We might sweep them. Yeah, we might sweep the Hawks. I know that might sound crazy right now. Oh, what do you mean? The Hawks are such a good team. They have no playoff experience outside of CJ McCollum, and even his playoff experience is very limited. Very limited. Like, the postseason is a different monster. You can kill it in the regular season, but that postseason is definitely different. All right? And let's continue to get the likes up, y'all. Very important. Continue to smash that like button. I want to know, do we really have a big problem? What say you? We're going to get to this article here. I've been talking about the big problem for the longest. I call it the big problem. People will write anything this way, their point. No, I mean, I hear you, but they're on the money with this one. All right. I'm just saying I was the first one to say that we have a big problem. That's all I was trying to say. Yeah, I was the first one to say that. And I used the word big problem. Anyway, this is the issue that I find with Leon, is that he doubled down on the small guards. Brunson, 6'2". And this is why I argue that the team wasn't built around Jalen Brunson. Maybe I need to do an unfiltered thought on that. But look, when you look at it, you have a lot of other 6'2" guys. Jose, 6 foot. Kolek, 6'2". McBride, 6'2". Clarkson, 6'5", he plays like he's 6'3". It's too small, man. It's just too small. And then now, Mo Diawara is good. Will he play in the playoffs? I don't know. Jeremy Sohan hasn't played in the regular season. What makes you think I'm going to think he's going to play in the playoff? So now you have all of these guys, 6'5". Josh Hart, 6'5". Landry Shamet, 6'5". Hopefully the Shamet is back. They're going to be playing power forward and small forward when they should be 2 guards. Are we overhyping this issue? Are we making this a bigger deal? All of these teams are bigger than us. Boston, Detroit, Cleveland, technically. But Cleveland got a lot of small guards too, and small wings, to be honest. I don't know if I would say Cleveland is bigger than us, except like they got like starting Harden and Mitch. But Mitchell is damn near the same height as Brunson. So I mean, it is. And then whoever it is going to be the three, I'm not sure if they still put the young boy Tyson there, or they put Merrill there, or they put, that's not a big ass team. No matter who they put at the three, that's Jalen Brunson's assignment. See, all of these teams have assignments for Brunson. Thompson on Detroit, that's a Jalen Brunson assignment. The only team that, well, there's a couple. I would say the Hornets and the Magic. Well, the Magic, that Suggs is a Jalen Brunson assignment. Suggs could kill you, though. Suggs gets bucked, but I'm not worried about no goddamn Jalen Suggs, especially in the playoffs. I'm not. So I don't think the size is an issue for the starting five. I think it's an issue for the bench. But what say you? Do you agree? Do you see what they're trying to say? Yeah, you can read this article if you want to. I just wanted to point it out that I was been talking about that for the longest, and now other people are writing we have a problem. Oh my God, BS 10-258. Knicks versus Thunder, UConn, Duke, Blue Devils, Duke Blue It Devils. Oh my God. Listen, man, BS 10-258, man. I hope you don't get mad at me personally because I beat you in fantasy, right? And now you about to get beat in college basketball too. So I just hope that you don't get mad, bro, because you about to get cooked today. I can't wait for that Duke. Oh my God. I did two shows. I did a members only show. I'm doing this show now. Then we got the Duke Blue Devil game. And then we got the Knick game. I'm having a great goddamn day. Because I would have been tight if Duke would have played the same time as the Knicks. I'd be like, oh my God. I hate that. I hate stuff like that. It happens all the time. Like when I'm scouting teams, and let's say I'm scouting somebody, right? Like we got Houston next. So let's say I bet there's another game I want to watch. Let's say it's the Thunder and the Spurs. But then it'll be the team I'm scouting, Houston and New Orleans. I'm like, oh my, I hate when that happens. But anyway, let's open up these phone lines. Continue to smash that like button, and you get your calls in now. If I miss your call, I will call back. And before I take my first call, I gotta let you guys know, the special sale is only 48 hours remaining for the special sale, game night. All right, the latest addition to the 82 night series. All right, this is the playoff edition, and you can go place your order now. If you're serious about following the postseason, I created something just for you. It's called Game Night Playoff Edition. It's a playoff journal where you can track the bracket, write down your predictions, break down each series, and capture the moments that make the playoffs unforgettable. Don't just watch the playoffs, capture it. And you can grab your copy right now. The link is in the description and it's on the screen, right? Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Like I said, the 48-hour sale remains. Go get your order now to get free shipping, all right? On sale, and it'll arrive at your door right before the playoffs begin. So don't hesitate and wait. Get your copy of Game Night, the playoff edition, so you could expand your basketball knowledge beyond the horizon. And I look forward to seeing you guys inside of the 82 Nights Club. By the way, to Detroit, who keeps sending me messages, go get yourself a game night right now, Detroit, because this is not a New York product. You could be anywhere in the world and use Game Night, all right? Goddamn Detroit Pistons. But look, the phone line is open. 646-995-8389. Call up. Voice your opinion, all right? We're talking about the game today. They say we have no chance. What do you say? Do you believe that we don't have any chance? Oh my God. This guy talking about UConn. You think I'm worried about UConn? I ain't worried about no damn UConn. We gonna cook them dudes today. But yeah, call up 646-995-838. Uh-oh. Why is Detroit in the... What the hell? Why am I being bombarded by... Did the Pistons win? That why they calling up today? Number 9, what's going on, man? What brings you to the Knicks show today? What's going on?
I mean, you need to. I was thinking you was gonna change your name from the objective Knicks fan to the subjective Knicks fan. Because
Okay,
every
why you
time
say
I
that?
look up, Detroit got a ban. We got a ban on us every time I look up. So
No, I didn't ban you. That was
you
that
banned
was a
the city
timeout.
the other day. We had another
Nah,
ban.
that wasn't a ban. I said call back tomorrow. I just didn't want to hear y'all go
Yeah,
rant because y'all
yeah,
beat the
we
Pelicans.
we
Come
get a
on.
ban. It's all good. It's all good.
Nah, you can call up. Y'all in the building. What's up?
No, I just wanted to send my condolences because
What's up?
Michigan got that number. They looking a lot like the Pistons right now. They number 1 and they going to the Final Four. Duke ain't. You think Duke about to beat Michigan? Oh
And
man.
Duke going all the way, dog. What you talking about? Duke going all the way. What you talking about? You called into the Knicks show to talk about Duke? Come on, dog.
I called to congratulate Detroit, Michigan sports going on, but that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there.
Okay.
Dang, what
Okay.
I was gonna say?
What's up? Did you get another win?
What the Pistons? Yeah, we beat old boys the other day. You know what I'm saying? Without K, without a bunch of players. You know, it's all good. It's all good.
That's
I
good,
know
man.
y'all be keeping up with our wins and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
No, I actually I don't. I do, but I don't really. Because I just keep up with the NBA mostly, but I'm not really singling out y'all. Because I got teams I'm scouting. I'm debating a Spurs fan. So yeah, I'm not thinking about Detroit at all. Not me personally. No.
Okay. I mean, okay, it's only 8 games left for the season. Everybody got 8 games left, so everything about this be gearing up. Like I said before, I think everyone is a threat to everyone in the East, but it do look like y'all gonna be seeing that Atlanta Hawks matchup.
Oh, we
Which
gonna.
great.
I don't think so, but yeah, if we see them, we gonna cook them. That's easy work.
And you just made the point. You said playoff experience matters.
That's a
Last time I
fact.
checked, when y'all played the Pacers, they had no playoff experience, and they beat you twice.
That's not technically true, but I hear you though.
Yeah.
Because remember, they got Turner, they had Siakam. Who else they had?
They didn't have it as a team, as the organization, as the Pacers going to the playoffs and the points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but they also didn't win the championship either. Nor did they go to the finals. So what are we talking about? We did. You might win a round or two, but you ain't winning the championship.
Okay.
Nor did they go to the finals. That's a bad example for you because that could be your fate. You
They
go all the way to the conference finals.
The second time they beat y'all.
But that's when they had the experience. I'm talking about the first time around is when they went to the conference finals and got cooked. That could be your experience.
True.
Think about it. All right.
This is true. All right, 100.
What else, man?
That's it. That's all I had.
Okay. All right, big time salute, number 9. I appreciate you, man, for bringing a different perspective. Big time. That's my man, number 9 from Detroit. You gotta at least give him credit for trying, you know? And once again, that wasn't a ban on Detroit. I just didn't want to hear y'all gloat about beating the same team we beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we beat the Pelicans. Now y'all gonna call up, yeah, we beat the. I didn't want to hear that. That's whack. Listen, I was trying to save my listeners their ears from some weak ass content of y'all calling up, getting hyped for beating the team that we just beat. And thank you for that part too, Vaughn. I forgot that detail to say that. They got swept. What's good, Rock? Big time salute.
What's good, man?
How you feeling about today's game against the Oklahoma City Thunder? Or that I'm not sure where you want to go. I don't want to steer your ship. You let me know where you want to go.
First of all, let me ask you, how did that feel to have your work plagiarized, bro?
Yo, Rock, let me keep it real. I read my news, right?
Yeah.
So I see it when they do it there.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't really pay attention to nobody. I just do me. I'm like tunnel vision. So how I feel, it's not the first time. It happens a lot.
Yeah, how convenient is it that journalism that hit YouTube that actually be in the streets? So when the people that are established in certain places draw hit a wall, they can just hit up YouTube and listen to you. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure
crazy.
some of them might be channel members too. They might be in the Discord. Just watch it.
Yo, you never, yo, for real, for real, for real. Yo,
Yeah,
for real. Yo,
100%.
um, second of all, man, life is hard. It's gonna be hard being a Detroit Pistons fan, man. After all this is done,
Right.
we're gonna have to make an award for winning and having the best record in the East, man. Because you gotta, you know how you in school now, so all the kids can feel good. You gotta make the little awards. You know what I'm saying? Little
Mm-hmm.
participation awards.
Yep.
It ain't going nowhere, man. They ain't going nowhere.
That's a fact.
But yo, I feel better about winning today because we lost to the Hornets. Because it's hard to
Okay.
lose two in a row. Because you're gonna be motivated. You ain't gonna want to be embarrassed.
Right.
There's no room for error.
That's facts.
Whereas fact, if we beat Charlotte, you'd be like, well, Charlotte was a good battle, but we eked it out, and they're up and coming team, and it's understandable if you lose to OKC. Now,
Right.
they really look down on and be frowned upon if we lose 2 games in a row. They don't want to
Yeah.
hear that, man. They don't want to hear that.
Yep. I also agree. Like, I think the focus is going to be higher because I feel like that was lacking in a lot of these losses. Like, they're not as focused as and not as. I really believe that they don't take the threat seriously. I think they prejudge teams. I truly believe it. I could be wrong, but you just see. Let's look at the effort they give against certain teams. You're like, damn, that's trash. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just like I'm confident we're going to the finals. I think we smoking anybody, but OKC I just don't know about because it's a strange matchup for them.
Yeah,
Anybody else we got them.
It's you know the thing with OKC, right? They top 7 offense defense. We're top 5 offense defense. They're very few teams are in that. There's only like 4 teams that's like top 7 offense defense, right? And it's us and them, and then so all the teams that are like top 5, top 7 offense defense are going to be tricky. Even the Celtics. I think we could dust them off too, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a 5-game series. It could easily be a 7 or 6-game series too, depending on which Boston shows up. But the rest of the teams, I just see how it's going to play out. So, but you're right about that with OKC. It's like they're just, it's just something about them, man. They're just really goddamn good. I ain't gonna lie.
I really got my fingers crossed, hoping that the Spurs will knock them off, man, and we can get the Spurs, man.
Because you got the Lakers in the 3rd seed, right?
Yeah, Lakers. I don't think the Lakers can make the finals though, bro.
Oh man, I don't think they could beat OKC, but I think they could beat San Antonio.
You think so?
Believe it or not. Yeah, I think so. I think
so.
What
do you think about if we faced this would be crazy. This would be
I'm not saying they will. I said I think they could, for the record, but go ahead.
No, but the Raiders would be crazy. What do you think if the Knicks meet the Lakers in the finals?
Oh man, that's our championship right there. 100%. 100%. 100%. Because at some point, like, we got to understand, we're top 5 offense and defense. Like, we do both very well at a high level. So, like, yeah, they could score, but we could score too. And we play defense. So at some point, that has to factor in.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be exciting. I would love it.
Yeah, I remember you was talking about the Hornets game after our loss. And they do something that you mentioned, and I think it's a little wrinkle that we should pick up. Remember how you were saying how everybody screens for one another?
Oh yeah.
I think we should be doing the same thing. Because I actually think Brunson would be a good screener because he's short, and he's low to the ground and stocky, so it's not gonna harm him any. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Believe it or not, Josh Hart is that guy.
Yeah,
Josh Hart can set screens.
he is. But it's but you know, like you said, seeing everybody do it, oh, it looks
Yeah, it's
beautiful,
different.
man. And
Yeah.
I think we should
Yeah.
implement that.
I agree. I think because now you force certain guys to play defense. If
Right.
everybody could set screen and rolls, then everybody got to play defense because we could put anybody in actions. And I think that's why the Hornets, they're unique. Remember, they're top 6 are. So, like, you can't just look at the Hornets and make them the staple for everyone else.
And that'll actually, if JB starts screening, that'll open up more lanes for your client, man, to get to the rim. Actually,
Bingo.
'cause a lot of those
And by
guys,
the way, it's really quickly, speaking of and I'm gonna let you get your final word. But speaking of my client, we discovered something that nobody's talking about between OG and Mikal. It's a fire show. Like, it was a fire show. That's why we was late for this show, because we were rocking over there. It was crazy. Anyway, but yeah, it's just something that people wouldn't even pay attention to. It's so subtle that you wouldn't even catch it.
Well, I do
Yeah.
know this though, and this is what he was brought in specifically for, and this is what he's designed for. He's designed his skill set and everything he do designed for that Boston series, getting past that Boston team. That I know for sure.
Bingo. Yep, that's facts.
You know,
Facts.
and if the thing is, if he doesn't perform, like, you know, he's been struggling with his shooting. The fact that we have enough offensive support to win, regardless of if he's shooting bricks or not, says a lot. So
Bingo. And that's what we've been doing, winning despite.
right.
Yep.
So
I appreciate you though, Rock.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
Big time. Great call. Yeah, that members only live was so crazy, y'all. And yo, we really was going in. To all the members that's in the building, right? It was fire. That's why we was late. But keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. We got a big game today. What I could do while I wait for you guys to call in between calls, we could look at some of the preliminaries for tonight's game. Some of the preliminary stuff. Let me pull it up. By the way, y'all seen that Philadelphia Hornets game was up there. We were looking at it, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. Who is this? I got Boston calling. The hell? Hello, Boston. Are you in the building? What's up?
What up? It's the kid No Strays, your favorite out. What up, kid?
Oh, that's why your name came up as No, because I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if it
because
was.
you're like, I do not want to talk to these Boston
No.
Nah.
Come on, dog. Come on, man. First of all, you my favorite Boston Celtic fan. How about that? Where we going?
I'll take that, I guess. I'll take that.
He's like, I don't know. Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I called in because I almost got triggered. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
I keep hearing, hey, you know, Knicks are championship contenders. Tonight's a big night for y'all. You playing the NBA champions, the league MVP. And I feel like I'm not getting the type of, you know, smoke from the Knicks fans that they should be having for the champs.
Well, I'm getting ready to do my breakdown. I was kind of making it a mystery to build towards it.
No, not you personally. I'm saying, like, even in the chat, and then, you know, it's just like Knicks is kind of like playing it like, oh, you know, this is just another game. If we lose, we lose. Not this is.
Are you trying to say we spooky in the woods right now? We scary?
Feeling a little spooky. Yeah, it's feeling a little spooky in the woods. Yeah, like.
Y'all hear this, New York City? You got a Boston guy saying y'all spooky in the woods. Where we going, New York? It's time to turn up.
50-something years. I've been hearing the Knicks wanted this championship. This is the year. Owners going on interviews saying we got to win this year. So y'all playing
That's a fact.
NBA champs. Where is the championship energy, the edge? We got to take these guys out to prove we can be NBA champions.
Yeah, I mean, I think that right now, you know, we're just trying to stay focused on the goal and the task. And another thing too, I think Knicks fans are just ready for the playoffs. And some of us are looking down on the regular season like it doesn't matter. And we're ready to skip to the playoffs. And I'm like, no, sir. We got to play every single goddamn game. So tonight, even if we lose, I want to see a valiant effort. I want to see it go down to the end. No, I'm just saying.
What is that for a championship contender?
No, I'm just saying. No. Because sometimes the Knicks go out like they just not in it. And then now you're getting smacked by 30. I don't want to see that. That's bad. You feel me?
I get what you're saying. All right. So in an 82-game season, there's a lot of one of 82s. When you're playing the NBA champion, it's not one of 82. This is a huge game to prove not only to your fan base, but to the masses, we can compete for a title. Not only compete for a title, not just make it to the finals, but actually win. This is one of them ones. Circling back to Kevin Perkins,
I get what you said.
Do you understand the moment? This is a moment.
Yeah, but this moment is not that though. It's that, but it's like, all right.
It is that.
Here's what I mean,
right?
10
days before the playoffs. You playing the NBA champions and the league MVP. This is how you want to go in.
You want to win this. Playoffs. I got you.
We just waxed the champs.
I got you. But here's the thing. They might not even be in the goddamn finals. So it's not like this is a finals
No. We're not talking about what's going to happen. We're talking about currently right now as we speak.
Okay.
They are the NBA champions, and that's the league MVP. Okay. When they came into Boston, Jaylen Brown wasn't like, well, you know, who knows who's going to be in the finals? He said, nah, not tonight. Not on my watch. Not in my house. You know, I need to see y'all turn up. It's a big game tonight. The country's watching.
Yeah, I saw that game with the Celtics and the Thunder. You know, it's a little different because when y'all went to OKC, y'all lost. We're going to OKC, so we got to go win in OKC. But that's cool. And we played them tough the first time, and I think we could get them. I think there's a world where we get the champions. They're not as dominant as they were last year, and still dominant though. And there's some holes in their game that I think this Knicks team, when ready, can exploit 100,000%. And I'm going to talk about a couple of those things in a couple of minutes. So,
all right. Well, let me prep y'all for the narrative that's coming. All right.
So I already know the narrative, but go ahead. I want to hear it from a Boston fan. Go ahead.
Ooh, if you win, you win. If you lose, wah, 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 you know what I'm saying?
I disagree with that. I disagree. One game can't define that, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's no correlation.
I agree with what you're saying. In reality, we know it's just one game. But the narrative,
but for now,
the narrative is going to be they not ready.
Right.
First round, second round. If they lucky at third round, but they not ready.
No, it's not lucky.
Next level.
Listen, I can't wait to see Boston. That's one thing I'm confident about. That we definitely gonna beat y'all. Now I'm not saying that we're gonna dust y'all in 4 games. I'm not saying that. Y'all a good team. Not saying that. But I think we're gonna get you.
Nah, it's gonna be a good series if y'all make it. I don't know.
Come on, though. Now you're being disrespectful, man. Come on,
no, I ain't gonna I say y'all a good team. If y'all make it, that first round could be kind of spooky for y'all. I'm looking at Atlanta.
Real quickly before you go, right? Really quickly before you go. I gave you a little bit more because I like this Boston energy.
No, not respect.
So I want to know this. Do you really believe in your heart, mind, body, and soul that the Atlanta Hawks is going to beat us in the 7 games? Do you really believe that?
Do I believe the Atlanta Hawks are playing very well right now? I mean, I'm watching your show. You know, we go through the last 10. They done won 16 out of their last, 17.
Now, they good. So they good in the regular season. I'm talking about when we get to that goddamn – you know what I'm talking about. Because you a champion. You know what it's like to get to the championship.
Okay, so I'll look at it like this. All right, so there's regular season playoffs. I get what you're saying. But if I'm looking at the timeline, they are playing really good ball as of recent. You feel me?
Okay.
And I'm saying that.
And we're not?
No, I'm not saying y'all not playing good ball, but I'm saying we have seen 1 seeds take out top contenders. You know, Miami, what they did to the Bucks, you know, they was at the top of the hill, and then Miami was playing really good ball at the time.
Nah, but come on, that was the injury. Come on, dog. We can't.
No, what
you
I'm
know, I
saying
hate
is,
to use it as an
you
excuse.
a ball fan, but what I'm saying is, you could agree that every year there's a team that catches fire that surprises people.
That's fact. No, that's fact. Pacers last year, that's facts. I'm not saying that that's not. Yeah.
So I would say it wouldn't be a breeze. Like, oh, this is a first round matchup. We out of here in 5. It could get tricky. So
I don't think so. I don't think
I
so.
know. Of course, you're supposed to think like that. But hey,
see, look,
I'm just
like
warning
for
you.
example, right? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
They playing some really good ball.
I'm gonna tell you why. Now I'm gonna go after this. I'm gonna tell you why the Boston series is gonna be harder, just off rip, than the Atlanta Hawks series. Y'all don't really have nobody I could rush Jalen Brunson on. I could put him on Hauser, but that's a tough ass assignment because Hauser, he's active. He can shoot threes. He's big.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all could switch. Y'all could do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all could play.
But against but listen. Against Atlanta Hawks. No, it's not gonna get spooky. I'm just saying the difference in the series. Against Atlanta,
nah. Of course.
Jalen Brunson has to guard Dyson Daniels. Do you know how easy that is?
Yeah. If he stay at the 3-point line, but if
he ain't doing nothing. He ain't trying to do nothing with the ball. There was one play this year where Dyson Daniels had Brunson, and he just passed. I said, "Oh yeah, that's food."
Oh, he cooked. Yeah, he cooked food. Look, I'm not saying they world beaters. I'm just saying they playing really good ball right now. I can't stick up for a whole nother town. You know what I'm saying? I got no problem sticking up for Boston.
But all right, Boston, we'll see each other in the second round.
Remember, the world is watching tonight. The world is watching.
All right, Boston. I hate you bad. We talk later, man. Salute.
Hi. Salute.
Hi. Hey, hello. His kid always gets on the line. That's my man from Boston. Yeah, we don't agree, but he's a good guy. Salute to him. I had a lot of good guys from the other teams that call in and support too. He also supports too. Come on, man. You got my message, man. What we doing, dog? Come on.
Hey, what's going on, champ? You know I'm here. I got my Patrick Ewing, Rod Strickland shirt on.
Hold on.
I'm rooting for you guys today, man.
Are we having a debate on the 13th?
Oh, we having a debate on the 13th? Yeah.
I sent you a text.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I had a little death in the family. Not family, but
my condolences, brother.
Dealing with something today.
Yeah, my condolences, man.
Neither here nor there, but yeah, I didn't get through. There's a lot of texts flying around in this phone today.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. But
will
you be available for that?
Yeah, what time?
7 p.m.
Oh man, I'll be more than available, brother.
Oh, so we good. So we got a debate, y'all. Big time.
Let's
go. We got a debate, baby.
No, I'm actually Team Knicks today, man.
I know. So how confident are you in the Knicks' ability today, not for the season, today to win?
I'll tell you what, they have a blueprint and they can do it. They just have to, like I said, that they have to embrace at some points overwhelming Oklahoma City with a bigger lineup. They're going to have to. They can't go small against Oklahoma City. They're going to lose. They're going to get blown out.
What's your bigger lineup?
Every once in a while, I'm saying maybe in little 3 to 5 minute stretches, put in Mitchell Robinson and Cat. Move Cat over to the 4. I'm telling you won't, because what's going to happen is you're going to force them to shoot threes, and they're not a consistent three. You can't let them get in a rhythm shooting threes now. You can't play that all night, but go to your wing. You have your whatever your wing stop, whatever the hell that flagrant restaurant is. But go to those guys for most of the game, and every once in a while switch it up. Don't let them get into a rhythm from the 3-point line, and force them to drive and take and kick out to those guys at times, and just mix it up. But you can't just allow them to drive and kick all night and get in a rhythm from the 3-point line. They're gonna kill y'all. You have to take something away and then switch it up. You can't stay. Oklahoma City's too smart. And those role players, once they get into a rhythm, it's difficult to get them. Once they start hitting threes.
How did y'all guard SGA? I'm curious to know how did y'all guard?
Well, you got to remember, you have similar personnel. We put we have waves. First of all, you're gonna put Castle on the start. Castle's gonna be physical with him. Then when Castle's out, you throw which one is an underrated defender. We have the rookie from Rutgers.
You talking about? Not Champagne. Champagne not a rookie.
No, I'm talking about our rookie, man. Our rookie, the great.
Oh, you talking about Harper?
Harper, yes. Come on, Harper, yes.
Damn, I almost forgot about him. My bad.
No, you forgot. That's why you're underestimating the Spurs. and then when we take that 6'6", this other big 6'6" guard off him, then we put speed on him. We put Fox.
Did y'all double him? Because I don't remember.
No, we don't double him. We force him into Wemby.
Bingo.
Right? We force him into Wemby. So, but you can't put Cat there. Cat can't do it all night, Byron. He's not a shot blocker like that. You got to have Richard Robinson on the floor and force him into them, and then make his life tough. Just try not to foul. You can't let OG just be on him all night. He's gonna figure him out. You just keep throwing different defenders at him.
We got waves just like you. It's the first wave is OG. Then we got McCall.
And then the other thing is you need to attack him. Mm-hmm. You need to attack him because
Bingo.
you guys.
Did you read it?
You guys don't have enough ball handlers. You don't have enough ball handlers without going small. That's your problem. That's your only dilemma. Because outside, when you take with Brunson there, you put Alvarado in there, or maybe Clarkson. You're gonna have to play Clarkson a little too.
Clarkson's playing, dog. I know you don't. I know this is not your team. You can't stand us, but don't worry about our ball handling. We got more than enough ball handling, and we might get the other ball handler back.
I'm talking about with size. Because SJ will cook your small defenders, your small guys. You need some size.
I agree with that. No, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. OG and Bridges, that they're going to be the three guys to guard him for the majority of the game.
The only thing about OKC, if you put Hart in for too long, they're gonna dismantle y'all on defense.
No, I'm talking about to get the SGA.
Right. Yeah, but he's not the only thing. They're a complex team, man. Don't just get it twisted. You gotta stop SGA.
It is simple. The problem is no one can guard SGA 1-on-1, so they think they have to send the double. But what you said is the key. Let him score 50.
You can't let him go to the free throw line and get these other bums free throws and
listen, when he gets to that paint
rhythm from three,
and he kicks that joint out, and now Joe and Caruso and Wallace and all of these guys start bombing you from three, you're definitely cooked. Yeah, so you might as well just guard that man.
They spread you out, and that's when SGA really will go 50 when they have a lead. They play better from in front. They don't play as well from behind. Man, so that's another key. You got to get off to a good start. That's going to be key.
Look, really quickly, I can't wait for the debate. It's going down. We got you on the record live.
Yes.
13th. And 13th. And look, man, I got more callers, but I appreciate you, bro.
Brooklyn, stand up. Peace, and love, man. Brownsville.
Big time. All right, salute. Brownsville in the building. We got the debate lined up. I'm hyped. But, condolences, to all of you guys that may have losses in the family. All right. That we definitely understand the priorities. All right. Smash that like button. I do got more calls. All right. If I miss your call, I am doing callbacks. All right. So continue to smash that like button. All right. Continue smashing that like button. We still cooking with hot grease. He said one of the keys to victory is you can't overly help on SGA. He's 100% on that. I think the last time I saw OKC Spurs, was that the last time I did the scouting report? I don't know if it was the last time, but no, it wasn't. That was before. That was way back. So I didn't remember, but I do remember what he said about forcing him to Wemby, because Wemby on San Antonio is a safety. See, against OKC, that hurts them. Against us, Wemby as a safety is a problem for them. Yeah, because now all we're going to do, we're going to take him away from the basket, and we're going to get on that backside. Pause. Let me get my man in the building. All right. Keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. Hey, what's going on? Hey, yes, you're on the show. Is this JC or Jay?
Jack City.
Hey, man, what's going on, family? How you feeling, man? Brooklyn in the building. Where we going?
Of course, man. Yo, I had just like a few questions, and I had a few Points, maybe, because I don't know if we're going to be talking about really like tonight's game. I really wanted to talk
that's
about
what I'm getting
tonight's game
to.
for real though. So
Let's
for
go.
tonight's game, um, for us to win, we really need Mikal Bridges to at least drop 20 this game, minimum 20. Anything less, we don't got nothing because Mikal Bridges is our X factor. We already know they're gonna throw like 7 or 8 different defenders on Brunson. We already know that off rip. They have Casey Wallace, they have SGA, they have a whole bunch of plethora of like lockdown defenders. You know, so Brunson might be like the same game like the Brooklyn Nets when they put that tall guard on him. And then Brunson was not able to even look at the basket, you know, when he's bringing the ball down. So a player like Mikal Bridges really have to step up for real. Like I said, 20 points and up. That's what we really need from Mikal Bridges. What do you think that what the Knicks need to beat OKC tonight?
Well, one of the things I'm gonna say, I think the Knicks have a losing record when Mikal scores 20 or more. We talked about that on one of the shows. His job is not to score, but I wouldn't mind it though if he did score tonight because I think he's going to be wide open. So the more shots Mikal hits, I agree. I think that he could be a benefactor to the system, but I just did a members only show that was crazy. We was just talking about him, a lot of things with him. As far as the keys to tonight, it's a lot of keys. I'm just going to say this. That overly having a double SGA as soon as he gets the ball is a problem because they spraying that ball around. That ball just moves and it finds the open guy and they're going to kill you with threes all night.
Split seconds? Can I interrupt you for just a split second?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like reason why I said Mikal need to drop at least 20 because if you look at the games, I don't know if you go back and watch all the games. I think you do, right? But notice this: 9 times out of 10, Mikal Bridges get open. He's the most open guy on our team.
Right. Yep. That's why I agree. I'm saying that
so
he's going to be open.
If he's efficient, he can drop 20. He can drop 20.
I agree with that.
Without forcing. I'm not talking about like when he's, you know, trying to cross up and do that fadeaway post shot or whatever, or that
Nah. We talking about the open shots he gets. He got to make
open shots. Yes, those are the ones that he got to hit. And that's the game changer. Every time he missed, I don't know if you noticed, every time he missed, at least 7 times out of 10, the other team is scoring on the other end. And when he's taking those shots, the game is really close. It's like we're down 1 possession or we're down 2 possessions, and we're having a run, and then we give Mikal the ball. He misses it. Now we're down 3 possession or 4 possessions because
he got to hit his shots.
These teams now they popping threes like crazy. So
I'm telling you right now, man, OKC will put up 10 points in like 30 seconds.
True.
And you're like, what the hell happened to the league? Like, yeah, I've seen it. So, you're on the money.
Golden State Warriors.
Right. 100%. 100%. But their defenses, oh, my goodness. It's one of the best defenses I ever seen. Oh. Anything other things you got? Oh,
another thing is, I don't want to give up on Mikal yet. I know a lot of people gave up on him. I don't want to give up on him, but I really think Mikal Bridges stepped up for like big games. Like when we played Nuggets, he stepped up. Also, OG stepped up also, but like he was covering like the little small holes where OG wasn't covering. You know what I'm saying? OG was our main guy, but then he was that little gasoline. He just little drips of gasoline in there. He's like ripping open the wound. You know what I'm saying? So,
nah, facts.
Yeah. So
do you know? I'm not sure how many shows you watch him on, but do you know I'm Mikal Bridges' attorney? I'm his lawyer. I defend him.
I watch at least 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, because there's a lot of Knicks platforms. You know, I try to keep up with everybody. Yeah. It's hard because I work overnight. You know.
Got you. But yeah, I did a show. I'm his attorney, so I'm defending him. And because I feel like he gets an unfair rap, and his role is not to score. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But yeah, man, you hit it on the nail though about him hitting the open shots. I agree. They got to hit them open shots, especially against OKC, because the minute you miss, they're gonna get a bucket.
All right, so I got my 10 seconds. So I hear you rap about like other things what we need for OKC. I'll be in the chats.
Big time. All right.
Blessings.
All right. Big time salute. JC from Brooklyn. Let's go. All right. Let me get my man D from LA, and then I'm gonna get into the breakdown of tonight's game. And then we got Duke. Oh, my man, Mr. Triggered himself. Are you triggered? Where we going, man?
Nah, never. I just got a quick question.
Yes, sir.
What are we looking for in this game today? Like, what is the what should we be looking for? What are we learning from this game, or what is this game to the Knicks?
Are you speaking from a grand big picture?
Yes.
Because I get it. I get where you're going. Right. I'm just gonna say what I'm looking at is this, right?
Right.
I just need the focus to be there, and I need them to try to do their best to win the game. If they don't win the game and it's close, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be like Stephen A. See, I told you. Stupid.
Right.
Because they might not even play the goddamn Thunder in the finals if they go to the finals. There's no guarantees that they're gonna be there. So yeah.
Right. So just kind of not necessarily. You just want us to win the game, basically, just the game.
Win or give the illusion to casuals that you're actually in the game and you had a chance to win.
What is Mike Brown to do with this game?
He could only just try to get these guys as focused and motivated and come up with the best game plan. Whereas you could look at it and be like, okay, we came up with something interesting. It didn't work, but we learned some things about ourselves tonight. I think that's all it could be.
Jim, you think we're getting beat like that?
No, I don't think we're gonna get beat. It's just that like right now where we are, it's like regular season, there's no correlation to postseason. So we could smack the Thunder by 30 tonight. Does that mean we're gonna kill them in the? So you just got to stay kind of level-headed,
right,
and not go over the top and not go low either. And that's why I try to just stay in the middle. And yeah, I complain about certain elements of the game, but it's just that one game. It doesn't represent our entire season. And I think that's kind of where you were going with your question, like, does this game? What is this game going to tell you? Because you're kind of focused on the postseason. You're like, let's just get to the postseason already.
Mostly, I'm actually, and this, I'm glad you mentioned the Stephen A. Smith thing, because push that to the side. Whatever the casual fan is going to say is what they're going to say. It's the reason why I asked a follow-up question about Mike Brown, because I think these are the games that we can use to see how close to a playoff serious contender we are. It doesn't mean it determines what's going to happen in the playoffs, but we really get those teams that are pushing for a championship, that are tactically pushing for a championship as well, who have rosters that look like modern championship rosters. So we really get those moments. But I think a game like today is where you kind of look at, like, you know what, this is something that we should, again, for me, the win or the loss never really matters. It's the game plan and how it looks eye test wise, and then when you go deeper into the statistics. But I also got a follow-up question before I go, though. Since this is a team with double bigs, and you've mentioned that our double big is a little bit unlike theirs, where both their double bigs can shoot. No, for real. Their double bigs can stretch the floor. How would you approach this, considering that they have that?
Honestly, man, I would play Mo Diawara.
Got you.
That's your double big lineup.
So Mo and Diawara has some Mo and Mitch.
Bingo. Gotcha. Because OG, remember OG's there, so because OG can guard Chet, but see, OG has to guard SGA. That's why my client or Josh Hart, I would start. Yeah, my client has to step up today, or Josh Hart. I wouldn't start OG because Chet killed us the last game. He had 22 and 5 in the first half.
And he's been killing, like, just in general this season.
I'm like, oh my God. Right. So we gotta keep OG at the 4.
Got you.
Because you need somebody to guard Chet, because Towns ain't guarding Chet on the perimeter. That's not happening.
Right.
So,
and isn't McBride coming back today?
Yeah. Huh?
Isn't McBride coming back today?
We're about to get into that. I don't know. When I last looked, it was game time, but I'm gonna check it again. We're about to look at it again.
Sure. No doubt. I'm gonna be watching. I'll holler.
Big time. That's my man D from LA. Knicks Team Madness Discord server. Me and him, we get into debates like not as often. maybe me and him, we get into debates like once a week, but we mostly agree. But what I like about him is he's a big picture guy. Because that's what I try to be. I don't try to be so locked in. And on this one game, oh my God, we lost to the Hornets. Oh, the season is over. Oh, if we could lose in the first round now. See, I can't do that. It's level-headed Knicks talk. You gotta stay in the middle. We can zoom in, but we gotta understand that after we zoom in, you have to zoom out. Because if you stay zoomed in, you're going to miss the big picture. I'm going to take this one last call, then I'm going to get into the official scouting report for tonight's game. Let's see my man Mike. What's good, Mike? Big time salute to my man Mike in the building. How you feeling, family?
I'm good. How you doing today, man?
I'm great, man. I got a lot of basketball. Did 3 shows, doing 3 shows today. It's crazy. It's good.
I saw you. I've been watching you around the clock, man. Thank God for Objective Knicks, man. Get them lights up. Go ahead and enjoy and join this operation because there's no other entity online that's doing what you do.
Thank you, family. I appreciate that. Where we going today? How you feeling about this game? They saying that we don't got no chance. What do you say?
You know I love this game. This is a hell of a tester.
Hell of a tester, boy.
You have to have these opportunities during the season, after the season, if you're in the playoffs. You gotta, if you want to be a champion, you gotta go through everybody.
That's facts.
Okay. Champs fight champs to become champions. So the Knicks gotta do this. And no matter how, I want them to look good, but this is going to show us what we need to do, lineups we need to really focus on. And like you're saying, Josh Hart and Bridges. Okay, if they're under the weather or they're not playing up to par, you got Diawara, you got Dadier, you got the center that comes in for Mitch. What's his name?
Ariel Hawkeye.
Do you know in the G League, they could play freer? And I watch both the G League and the regular league.
Oh, nice.
And the Knicks have players that can really contribute. McCullough, all of them, Jameson. But we don't see them because we're so politically tied up and playing this lineup and making it work. But if it's not having a good day, we should be looking at these other guys to see what we have on this team. And that's my only thing with Mike. Mike does a hell of a lot better than Tibbs because I wouldn't even know about McCullough or Hawkeye or any of them with Tibbs. Tibbs would just run fives into the ground.
Right. he going with his guys.
That's right. And now we got an opportunity to build, and that's all I ever wanted. Them to continue to build. We got assets, use them. You got quality generationals coming in, build on that because we're going to move forward. We're not going to be stuck in middle of the NBA doldrum. The Knicks are going to be on the top of this league with everybody else, and we're going to have continued opportunity at championships. But you got to play quality teams to become a quality basketball team. You can't play subpar teams and think you smelling yourself and you all great. And then when you meet somebody that matches your intensity, you can't match up. That's what it's about tonight. It's intensity, playoff intensity level basketball. And the Knicks can do it. They just got to unite and galvanize as a team. That's basically it.
Bingo. That's facts.
We got them.
I'm riding with you.
We got the quality. We just have to do it. And the Knicks fans, we got to hold them accountable that way. So we don't want to hear it. You guys got the quality team.
Yep.
Let's go out there and do it. Now you got to put it on the court. It's good on paper. How is it when it's playing on the court? How do you match up with people?
Bingo.
What do you bring to the table? What are the advantages you take advantage of? Because we got advantages too. Everybody is not greater than us.
That's facts. Man, yo, Mike, great call. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, family.
Hey, no problem. You keep it up, man. I'm proud of you guys, man. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. All right. That's my man, Mike. Going down. All right, cool. So look. So let's get into this scouting report, man. As far as Deuce, I haven't seen no news yet. I didn't see Shams or nobody said nothing. Right now, he's still a game time decision. Landry Shamet is out. Landry Shamet might miss the entire rest of the season. I know that's a whole nother conversation, but that bone bruise he got is serious. As far as Kevin McCullough Jr., he won't be available either. On their side, they don't got no injuries. Thomas Sober hasn't played the entire year. Okay, so they're coming with their full squad. By the way, I'm in a battle with this brother over here. My man HRM, he's about to get cooked today. He don't even know this lineup. I guarantee you, when we come back tonight, I'm gonna show you the score of our game. I'm gonna be up. He don't even know what's about to hit him. He about to give it a hit with all different types of stuff. Anyway, so this is what the bookies, this is what they think about tonight's game. -8 for the Oklahoma City Thunder at home. This is the first. Whoa, hold up. You get it right. Who we played? We played okay. Hold on, get my math right. Oh no, the Hornets. Yeah, I'm bugging. Okay, cool. I'm about to go do a whole little research. Yeah, so this is the second game in a row. Now remember, it's been a minute since the Knicks have been an underdog going into a game. Probably since the last time we saw OKC. I got to stat check that, but we're usually the favorites to win every game. Even the LA games, we were the favorite to win those games. And so it opened at a -9.5. Then Vegas said -8.5. So what is Vegas seeing? Now, for my people who care about bookies and numbers and stuff like that, I just want to give you this. The Thunder have a 24-27 record against the spread in games they're favored to win by 8.5 points or more this season. So what does that mean? More times than the other, the game is close in the -8.5. They don't do a great job when they're a heavy favorite at covering the favorite most of the time. Does that mean they're going to lose the game? No. I think that there's a great chance that tonight's game will be close only if the focus Knicks show up. When I'm saying the focus Knicks, I'm talking about the Knicks that give maximum effort after a loss. All right? Damn, I forgot to get that. I have the record after a loss. I just didn't gather it. I don't feel like looking for it right now. But we have a pretty good record after a loss. Just know that. Now, the one problem and the big problem that always exists is our record against 500 and above teams. I can get that. That's in the 82 Nights Club. That is a major issue for the New York Knicks. We have consistently struggled against 500 and above teams on the road. However, in recent times, we have been performing at a higher level on the road against sub 500 teams. At one point, we were 1-11 in the road. All right, 1-11. And now you fast forward to today, we are 7-16. Okay, 7-16. That's bad, but it's better. It's bad, but it's better. The Oklahoma City Thunder has lost some games at home to teams that are not the greatest. We've seen Indiana give them a run for their money. They're definitely beatable. I feel like, this Oklahoma City Thunder team is definitely a better offensive team from when we last saw them. This is a concern. But we are also a better offensive team since we last seen them as well. Last time we met, the Thunder and the Knicks, the Thunder were in their last 5 games before our game, they were 114.4 points per game, and we were at 110 points. Now, when you look at now, what we've done in the last 10 games, they are 118.2 and we're 115.8. So, just under 116. So we're within 2 points of them. So our offense is playing at a little better pace, a little better clip than last time, but their offense is also playing at a better clip than last time. Here's going to be the key to the game. One of the things that the Knicks have been doing recently is moving the ball. It's been something that, the Knicks have been more consistent with. And I'm starting to believe that that's a system thing with Mike Brown, where he wants the assists to be up. Our assist percentage, 65.4%, still a plus than over the overall year. Of course, that's in the last 10 games. Okay. And when you're looking at just straight up assist numbers, the Knicks we're averaging 28.2 assists in the last 10 games. Where the Thunder, they're around 25.6. They're more isolation based, with SGA does a lot in isolation. Same thing with Jalen Williams. But they are capable of passing the ball and getting open shots for their shooters. Now, I watched the Chicago Bulls game. Chicago was up until like the final minutes of the third quarter. Let me tell you what OKC do to you. And this is what we got to watch out for tonight. We got to play 48 minutes of basketball. It's crucial. It's important. So the Oklahoma City Thunder was down in the third quarter, 88-80. In the fourth quarter, they changed the score to 102-88. They went on a 14-0 run. Okay? Just completing, I'm sorry, not 14-0-1. They went on a 22-0 run. The Bulls went cold. Colin Sexton was killing them from three. Killing them. He was like 4 for 4 in the first quarter from three. I'm going to get to threes in a second. But the ball movement, which the Knicks have, we're going to have to get these guys the ball. And I think that you're going to have to take the ball out of Brunson's hands this game. Play Brunson off the ball. Let Brunson come off some off-the-ball screens mostly. Not mostly, but sometimes. And let Bridges, Hart, let them bring up the ball, because they got a bunch of guys that's going to guard you 94 feet. They're going to guard you 94 feet. And they just shuffle guys in like this is college. From Joe to Wallace to Wiggins to, all these guys they got. Jared McCain is a sniper. He is a sniper. Jared McCain is shooting 43% from three in the last 10 games while making 2.4 threes a game. All right. And they got multiple guys that'll beat you. It's not everybody's scoring is down for the most part. Jalen Williams in the last 10 games, last 3 games, he's been back. He's at 14.3 points, but he averages 5.7 assists. So the key thing about Oklahoma City Thunder is that they got guys that do multiple different things. Another thing, too, we're going to need a push from the bench. We're going to need a push from the bench because the Oklahoma City Thunder bench, they got a top 10 scoring bench at 41 points per game. All right. Those guys come in the game. They bring a lot of energy. There's a point in the game where you say non-SGA minutes. I don't think they have an issue with that. In fact, the last time we seen this team, SGA was just getting back into the rotation. And Casey Wallace was leading the team in scoring. He averaged 16.2 points per game, right? In the 10-game stretch that we looked at prior to our last meeting, or the 5-game stretch. And he was balling out of this world, hitting threes, all of that stuff. Now, Casey Wallace, because he's a team guy, he actually leads the league in steals, I think. They kept bragging, oh, he leads the league in steals in only 24 minutes. But his scoring is down to 7.3 points per game. They are the pure definition of system basketball. Okay? System basketball. So you're going to have to be able to move the ball against this team. If I could reference game 1 really quickly, game 1 had a lot of interesting elements as well. No Mitch and no Deuce. And now, unfortunately, it's looking like Deuce may not play. He may play. I don't know. I didn't get the official news on Deuce yet. Right? There was no updated news on Deuce. By the way, do me a favor, y'all. Continue to smash that like button as I break down this game tonight. All right, continue smashing this like button. I didn't even watch the clip on this game because I took such great notes in my 82 nights that it was like I was watching the game all over again. I took all the notes of the crazy things that happened. So you know how you guys keep telling me about we should play Mo Diawara? I'm just going to say this. I mean, I'm sorry, we should play the double big lineup. I disagree. I think Mo Diawara is your double big lineup. I think that whenever you think you need to play the double big lineup, I think you should play Mo Diawara. In the first game, he helped cut the lead in the first quarter and helped lead the Knicks on a 6-0 run, hitting threes, getting stops, getting steals, right? And that helped close the gap in the first quarter because we were getting cooked, and then we wind up losing the quarter. I think it was 23 to 25. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that up really quickly. I think it was 23 to 25. You know what I need to get? I need to get a bookmark. Anyway, yeah, it was 23 to 25 in the first quarter, thanks to Mo Diawara and his exploits at the end of the quarter. Also, OG Anunoby had great moments. He had 6 points in that first quarter in game one. So even though we lost the first quarter, I truly do believe that us fighting back is what helped kept the game close. Another thing too about this game, this was like watching two defensive chess masters at work. It was a very low scoring game from the start of the game. There was no 30-point quarters. It felt like an early 2000s game. The Knicks did their part. Let me see if I get some more stats on the screen from this game. Let's pull it up. I don't know if this game is going to be the blueprint to how tonight's game could work, but all I'm gonna say is that see Chet Holmgren had 28. You see that? He killed us from three. So you want to put Karl-Anthony Towns on Chet Holmgren? Good luck. You want to put them out there together? Good luck. And by the way, everybody besides Hartenstein is a threat to shoot the three, especially the backup center, Jalen Williams. So you better be able to get out there and contest. That's why I like Mo Diawara. I don't think you need a center to be out there. Okay? Did I say I want to look up? I pulled this up to look at something. I don't remember what it was. But you see this 23 assists, that's not going to get it done. We got to get our assist up. We were able to dominate the glass, which is important, but it's not a necessity for Oklahoma City to beat you on the glass. And I'm going to talk more about the glass in a second. Just trying to remember why I came to this screen. What else? We had trouble getting the ball to Towns. That was another issue. That's another reason why I don't need Mitch on the floor, because the spacing is already bad or wasn't the greatest, and now you add Mitchell Robinson, it's going to complicate the spacing even more. All right. We had no 20-point scorers on the team. Landry Shamet did have 14 off the bench, and he only had 2 in the first half. This Knicks team showed me something this game by scoring 40 in the third quarter to take the lead. At this point, I was confident because at home, we had a positive record against 500 and above teams. And usually when we win the third quarter, this is the only game, one of the few games we lost when we scored more in the third quarter. Let me see if I can give you that stat really quickly. Anytime we have the lead entering the fourth quarter, let me see if I can get that stat really quickly. I believe we are 41-2. So this was the one game we lost having the lead going into the fourth quarter. All right, this game is going to be wacky. Another thing too, two lineups I hate more than the double big lineup is the 3-point guard lineup, which we didn't use this game, but the no center lineup is the dumbest lineup I ever thought in life. In the first half, they were a -2, and that helped us lose Well, that helped us lose going into the second half at a -10. It was 50-40. The no center lineup was a -2. Now at the end of the game, when Towns fouled out, they ran it again. Towns has to watch his fouls. I believe the last time we checked, when he gets fouled out, we're 4-12, or over 5 fouls, we're 4-12. He leads the league in fouls and in offensive foul, or he's one of the leaders in fouls, and like he leads the league in charges and offensive fouls. He needs to watch his fouls tonight. If I'm one of the coaches on this team, hey, tell him to not talk about the refs. But my client, Mikal Bridges, even though he didn't shoot well, he took the second most shots on the team. That's a recipe for disaster. OG Anunoby also took 16 shots. Nobody seems to talk about OG's poor shooting. You know, we look at Mikal and say, Mikal took 17 shots, but Towns took 8. But OG also took and shot the same exact amount. To all the channel members, do you notice something interesting about this? To all my channel members, do y'all notice something interesting about OG shot attempts and Mikal shot attempts? Anyway, that was game 1, right? So another good thing too about this game, we did a good job on our turnovers. Anything more than 13.5 turnovers is bad. So we have to protect the ball. This team is the #1 team. I think they're #1 in steals. Hold on, let's pull it up. I got the last 10 numbers. Let's pull up the Thunder's numbers overall, just so y'all can have a blueprint to follow. So yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder, we got to watch the turnovers and the steals. This team thrives in transition. It's another gear to their offense, and I think it really helps fuel their offense at a high level. But as you can see here, they force 16.8 turnovers a game. We got to keep the turnovers low. Okay. And they're 4th in steals. You see that? 9.6. So we gotta watch that. It's going to be very important for us to maintain our assists. We got to keep our assists high and our turnovers low. All right. As far as the defensive ratings in the last 10 games, our defensive rating hasn't been the greatest. The defense has been poorer. Salute to all the channel members. We talked about that earlier on the Members Only show. But the Oklahoma City Thunder, their defense is even better in the last 10 games. This is a team that's playing high-level basketball. We get the win tonight. This is against a great team. They're 9-1 in their last 10. All right. And 5-0 at home. So we will deserve all the credit from all of these guys if we get the win. Now, here's some more keys. All right, a couple of more keys. We got to attack SGA. We have to attack SGA. We got to find a way to put him in the pick and roll. More than likely, he'll take the Bridges or the Hart assignment, right? Sometimes they put Hartenstein on Hart, right? So it'll be a combination of whoever they decide to put on who. But Hart and Chet are the weakest links. I need to see some Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson pick and rolls. Put Hartenstein in pick and roll. Put SGA in action. Make him defend so that way he has to sweat a little bit more. All right? We got to put them in actions. You got to. And that's something that Boston did. By the way, I saw the game that Boston did against the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? Some key things that I noticed in that game was that Jaylen Brown was getting downhill first off, they had no answers for Jaylen Brown. At all. Like, at all. And then Tatum was in the support role. Tatum had 19, 12, and 7. And the Oklahoma City Thunder was dominating the game. But then the Celtics scored 70 points in the second half. And here is the main dagger about the Oklahoma City Thunder. As great as they are defensively, we do a better job guarding the 3-ball than they do. As bad as our 3-point defense is, their 3-point defense is trash. Because they're so focused in like packing in the paint that they just allow people to shoot threes. And another thing too, they're pressing and trapping so much that once you get free, there's an opportunity for you to shoot threes. In the last 10 games, their numbers are the same. They're not really doing a better job at defending the three ball. Okay. Opponents are still getting them up against them at the same rate, pretty much. No, I'm wrong. In fact, the opponents are a +2 on the 39.2. Opponents are shooting 41 threes against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay. So I guess that is a kind of a win if you want to look at it. They're shooting more threes, but they're not giving them more percentage. If you want to look at it like that, what I see there is opportunity. The Knicks are still top 3, top 4 in 3-point shooting. We got to get our assist up. We got to get these guys open shooters. We got to get to the corners fast. I don't know why we're not doing these things. These things are the key to win the game. Their 3-point defense is trash. They might be worse than the Hornets. Another element that's going to be major tonight is the glass. All right. The Oklahoma City Thunder is rebounding at a much better rate. This season, you can see it. They're 13th in rebounding. In the last 10 games, they're plus 1.4 at 45.6. So they're a pretty good overall rebounding team. Where they suck at is offensive rebounds. Do you guys see that? They only average 9.5 offensive rebounds in basketball. That puts them at second to last. We got to get on this defensive glass tonight. And at the same time, get on the offensive glass if we're not hitting our shots. That's a key thing there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I want to share. Continue to smash that like button. The Duke game about to come on. Keep smashing that like button. All right, I do appreciate y'all. I think we have a chance to win. I'm saying all of this to say I think that we have a chance to win. I think seeing the Oklahoma City Thunder defense is good, but they got so many holes. They overplay on the perimeter, right? They're going to trap you. They guard you 94 feet. If you can get past the trap, there's an opportunity to get buckets. As far as like paint points and all of that stuff, paint defense and paint points and things of that nature. So in the last 10 games, right? The Oklahoma City Thunder, they are actually down. Like they're -2 on their points off turnovers at 20. And the Knicks are one of the best teams in opponents' points and turnovers. No, I'm not going to say that. No, I'm capping. We were one of the best teams. Our defense has slipped a little bit, right? So this is why you can't continue to hold on to numbers. But we got to watch that. We give up 16.9. They're getting 20. So we got to keep them under 16. That's going to be a major factor tonight. Second chance points is going to be another major, like to bring it to the rebounding. We got to get on that offensive glass. All right. They are only giving up. They give up a lot of second chance points. This is the opportunity. The second chance points, they are vulnerable. So we get 17.4 in the last 10 games. They give up 17.8. So the glass and dominating the offense, controlling the possessions, not turning over the ball, attacking SGA and Hartenstein and pick and roll, I think are all the major keys to this game. And ball movement. Moving without the ball. We got to have more movement too. That's something that, guys get stagnant. If you coming out there watching Brunson, you're going to get cooked. But I think my client, Mikal Bridges, I do agree with the caller. I think he's going to be very important tonight because of he's going to have to shine against SGA. If we can keep OG on big guys and let Bridges handle SGA and Hart and all of those guys, I think we'll be fine. All right, so continue smashing that like button. Great time salute to everybody in the building, man. I do appreciate you guys. Hold on, who's in the building? I see my man. No shades. Got to beat the Chelsea. Be quiet. We beat y'all last year. We beat the Celtics last year. Get out of here. All right, definitely get the likes up. Salute the L Figgy. All right, salute the Killer B. All right. This team was passing the ball early in the season. I mean, the Knicks are passing the ball now. We were passing the ball now than we did in the beginning of the season. Let's see. Let's go Knicks. We could do it. But listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I will be back after the game tonight for Where There's Smoke, There's Fire. So have a great one. Enjoy the games. And until next time, as always, let's go Knicks.